today's video we are going to see regarding native user interface. In our early video we have already discussed that there are three ways to interact with the Servicenow instance. That is native user interface, second one is mobile one, and third one is service portal. Okay. So native UI is the primary way to interact with the Servicenow. So when our user is logging in, this is how native UI will look like. For example, if an user is logging in for the first time, then they might get some preview options window in order to, for the easy navigation. For time being, let me show that as well. I'm impersonating with this user. So if you see, we are getting here preview option, like preview tour, how to use each and every option. It will happen generally when we install any new application in our mobile as well. This preview options we will get. Okay, so let me end my impersonation and I'm back to my profile. So this is the under all module, under all option we can see whatever logged in user is having access to applications or modules, everything we can see under this drop down. Okay, for example, if logged in user is restricted to any application or module, they cannot retrieve that particular application here. Okay, so if you remember any application name, either you can type by name or you can type by giving table name .list. Okay, so that is how we can retrieve. And this is in favorite section. If you are using any application or module like back to back, instead of typing each and every time, you can mark that application as favorite and you can retrieve that option from the favorite section. Okay. And this is the history section. It will provide you regarding past 30 history entries. Out of the box, we can see past 30 entries here. Okay, and here in the second column, you can see how many minutes ago we have used a particular option or particular application here. Okay, and this is related to admin and workspace options. These two are related to admin and workspace options, and this is the search functionality where we can search regarding incident number or in task number instead of going and going to request list and searching for the request number. Instead of doing that, you can directly retrieve that particular request entry from here search. Okay, and this is help where we can see any articles if we customize, and this is related to notifications part, and this is related to the user profile section. Okay, this user profile section will provide the details of logged in user. So if we click on profile, it will provide you the details whatever there in the backend. Okay, and this is the preferences where we can set some preferences basing on display, accessibility, notifications or debugging. It is like if you want to change your language setting, otherwise if you want to change your time zone or form level settings, if you want to customize like what notifications you need, you can update in the preferences section. Okay, now coming to impersonate user. Impersonate user is that for time being we are logging in with some of the user from our profile. It doesn't mean that we are having control access to their profile. No, it is not like that. But we will be having some access to the few records. One example I will tell you. For example, we have created one item and we have requested that. Okay, so it is in now approval stage. Now we need approver. Okay, approver is from the user is different. Okay, so in our development, whenever we are testing in development instances, okay, we need to check with that user whether it is getting approved, like whether that user is having access to approve or not. In such cases, let us say ITIL user is approver. Okay, so we can impersonate user with ITIL user. Okay, and we can open that record and we can approve. So that is how an impersonate user will be used. It is like for the testing options, not so whenever we are logging with whenever we are impersonating with another user, it doesn't mean we are having full access as they have. No, it is not like that. We will have limited access. That is only for the testing purposes, not for any record updations or not for any real-time updates. So that is for the impersonate user. Now for the elevate role. Elevate role is that which provides an extra layer for the precaution for the powerful roles. In general, administrator will use these operations whenever they are working on the high security settings. Okay, and this is the printer friendly version. This is for just to print your profile and log out. From here you can log out. So that is related to the user profile section. And main thing is this is related to application scope. I will tell you what is application scope. So by default, whenever users are logging in for the first time, they will be in the global application scope. Okay, application scope will be global. For example, if you want to edit this record, if you see here, it is not editable. If you want to edit this, it is very clear that this record is in the Employee Center core, but global is the current application. So whatever applications we see under all drop down, okay, whatever applications we see, it doesn't mean that all will be in same scope. Different applications will be in different scope. So if you are opening that particular application, if any restrictions are there, then an information message will be thrown like this. So basing on that, you can switch and you can edit that record. If you see here, for example, there is one system property here. So it is like, see, currently this is in the global. The system property, the application scope is in the global. That's the reason it is editable. So when we are switching back to Employee Center core, and if you reload the page, it will not be editable. So applications should be edited in their respective scope. So if you are seeing here application scope, that is fine. Otherwise an information message will be thrown like this. Basing on this, you can switch here. Okay. Now if you see, earlier it is not editable. Right now it will be editable because now we are in correct application scope, that is an Employee Center core. This is how we need to switch regarding Employee Center core, and this is the update set. Update set is that it will help to record our customizations. That is in our corporate terminology. We will use this update set as when we are moving any customizations from development instances to any higher instances, we need this update set so that all will be recorded in that. That will be moved to test instances. After that one, once peer testing on unit testing everything is completed, then that one will be moved to the production instances. What are the good practices to be used when we are working with update set, that will be learned in our upcoming videos. Okay, this is how all about native user interface. Please do check out my upcoming videos as well as my earlier videos, and thanks for watching my video. Have a great day.